Hi guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a Boho braid. So I'll be using the deep, this is the deep wave human hair. This is from my brand. So I'm going to be using this hair today for the coily pieces. You see, my brand Braids by Lexi here. So I'm going to be using this for the Boho braids. And I'm also going to be using the regular extensions. We have the regular extension. So I'm just going to be feeding just a little of this because I don't want it too bulky. So I'll be feeding in just a little piece of this. So right now, I'm in the process of, I'm going to arrange the hair so as to fasten up the braiding process. So this is the hair, the bulk human hair. So I'm just going to prep the hair so that it will be faster when I start braiding. So this is how I'll be doing the prepping. I have my shine and jam, so I'm just going to use it to prep the hair. So I'm just going to add it into little sections like this, and I pull it out. I'll just keep repeating this process over and over until I'm done with the entire prepping. Yeah, I'm just going to do this off camera, then I'm going to come back when I'm done. So we start with the braiding. So now I'm done prepping part of the hair, not everything yet. So I'll keep prepping as I'm braiding. So this is what I did already. So I'll be starting with the braiding part right now. Yesterday, I pre-parted my hair. I just wanted to do that part because, you know, parting the hair is one of the difficult parts. That's like the toughest part. So I just wanted to do that last night and get it out of the way. So today I will just be doing only the braiding. So you see, my hair is already pre-parted. It's already pre-parted. We'll be going straight into the braiding process, guys. So stay tuned as we proceed. I start braiding. I'm just going to mirror myself with the TV. I'll just mirror myself with the TV so that it'll be easy for me to see what I'm doing, especially at the back. So I'll be using my TV and my phone. My phone will be connected to my TV so I can use the mirror and know what I'm doing at the back. So I'm just taking out the first braid. This is the first pattern. So we'll be starting with this. I'm just going to add my shine and jam gel so as to make the pattern a little bit cleaner. Continue. Just take it out of it. I'm going to add the next piece of the curly hair. So when you add, you just want to break a little down so to make the curly piece a little bit secure before you take it out. So now that it's secure, I'm going to take it out. And I continue breaking the rest down. See, it's for stuff. I'm just going to something.
But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you could take me there tonight. Whoa,
So guys, this is how far I've been braiding. I've been braiding for about 4 hours now. And I'll say the braiding process is faster. It was going really fast because I already pre-parted my parts last night. Pre-parting was more difficult. It was more difficult than the braiding process because it's not easy trying to get straight parts and all of that by yourself. Even though I know my parts are not 100% straight, I just wanted to do the part. If you have someone who can help you do your parts, that would be much more better. But I just wanted to do the part all by myself because I wanted to make some content for YouTube. My hands don't hurt as compared to when I was packing last night. My hands were hurting, like really, really hurting. But now I don't feel too tired in the braiding process as compared to the pre-parting process. So I would say overall the pre-parting process is the most difficult part to get. So right now guys, I'm going to finish the rest of the hair off camera because my battery is really, really down. I have to charge my phone. So while charging, I'm going to braid the rest of the hair and I'll come back. I'll be back with the final result. So stay tuned for the final result. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you think I'm doing a great job, if you like what you see, just leave a comment and tell me what you think. We are on the last braid right now. This is the last braid. I'm so happy, guys. It hasn't been easy. I've been braiding for 6 hours now. And now we are on the last braid. So when I finish up, I'm just going to do the final touches. And my hair is all set.
So I'm going to use the coil activator spray and I'm going to spray on my hair. Bring out the coils even better.
So you see, here is the finished look, guys. What we can do on the side part. Let's do that. So I like it, guys, not too full. So this thickness is perfect for the summer because it's so hot. So right now I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not doing my edges.